Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here tonight. I have a full slate of muscle car show and tell podcast entertainment in store for you tonight. This is a look at the menu of what we'll be doing tonight. Before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to make a comment. Let me know where you're viewing this from, and perhaps let me know what your favorite muscle car is, whether it's something you own or just something that you admire. Let me know what that is, and we'll get started here with the podcast. Let's look at the first item on the menu. If you were watching last week, you saw a very blurry image of a 2013 Dodge Challenger convertible project. And that was really unfortunate. I was working with my friend Bob, and unfortunately we were only able to get a low resolution image of that car. But thankfully, through to the power of the internet and technology and everything else, we've been able to do a do-over. And I'm glad that we did, because this is an amazing car that I really want you to see. So Bob was able to take a new video, and we were able to get it sent between us again at a high resolution. So it looks amazing, and he did a really nice job with this video. In fact, before we look at this, I'm looking for people like yourself, viewers like yourself, to make videos of your cars like this for me, so that we can have some more content for this show and tell podcast. This is a show and tell podcast. So without further ado, let's take a look at some show and tell from Bob. This is his Challenger, and it is for sale. His number is at the end of the video if you're curious about it.
So this is a walk around video of the 2013 RT Dodge Challenger custom convertible for sale. It's been customized all to red with the custom work done by Custom Kings of Elk Grove, California, near Sacramento. It included convertible top, all red interior, wheels, stereo console in the trunk, and many other features. We'll do a slow walk around the entire car, and then I'll get in close for some of the details that really set this car off as a one-of-a-kind custom vehicle. The car was featured in Mopar Action magazine in the December 2020 issue because it was so distinctive, beautifully made, and undoubtedly a real one-of-a-kind. The car is a 2013 Challenger, but as part of the customizing process, the customizer replaced the front and rear headlight and grille assemblies with those from a 2019 Hellcat. The Hellcat style grille included a pass-through outlet for the air to get into the engine to help cool it. And as you can see here, there are openings which I have placed special custom color matched rings in to accent the air intake of the Hellcat bumper. Front wheels are custom made, 3-piece forged wheels. Front wheels being 24-inch diameter by 9.5-inch wide rims. Customized and designed by Custom Kings specifically for this car's application. Rubber tires are Descente 9000s. The rims, as well as the customized Challenger stripe along the side bottoms, have reflective red striping, and on the side the word Challenger, reflective, as you drive the car or even as it is parked. Lights shining on the wheel reflect, showing the round rims and the stripe and Challenger wording on the side of the car. The rear rims are deep barrel 26-inch by 13-inch rims, custom made, again with Descente 9000 tires. Because of the wide 13-inch rims, the customizer removed the rear quarter panels and expanded them outward 4 inches on either side to accommodate the 13-inch wide rims in the rear, giving it a true wide body build, not a kit to be purchased and stuck on the car, or the wide body style now made by Dodge, which are basically a fender flare. The rear, again, is a 2019 Hellcat bumper and assembly. The car is a Model RT, standing for road and track, and has a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine. Currently registered in California with a license plate of all 2 red, because the car was customized all 2 red. In the interior, the car has been, again, totally redone. Dash, steering wheel, gear shift, seats, carpet, side panels, seating covers, stitchery for custom kings, rear seats, all customized in red for, again, a most unique build.
So thank you so much to Bob for that amazing footage. What an amazing build that is. That is truly unique and truly beautiful. And the really cool thing is it is for sale. That car could be yours. All you have to do is call the number on the screen, and Bob will be able to assist you with that. So what else do we have here on the menu tonight for our muscle car programming? We have some footage. This is from a cruise night in Hadley, Massachusetts. Let's take a look at that cruise night footage.
Ronnie Rogers from Florence, Mass. I started working with him quite a few years ago. I was with my brother when he built the hot rod years ago. But then I bought this one in 1972, and I only drove it for 3 years. Took it off the road in '74, and I only paid $1,350 for it, so I didn't know what to do with it. So I put it up in the barn. It stayed there for 35 years. I took it out of the barn in 2007. I was working too much to really do much with it. I took it out in 2007, and I started working on it. It took me 3 years. Everything's all original, but I had to do a lot of cleaning up. A lot of things didn't work on it. I did most everything myself. And this is what it looks like now. I put it on the road in 2010. So this is my 4th year on the road with it. So I've only put 3,000 miles on it. But there was a lot of cleaning up to do for being in a barn for 35 years. Yeah. This is the first one they built, the Thunderbird. They wanted to make a luxury car, and they come out with it in '67, and they put the suicide doors on it. People ask why they're suicide doors, why they call them that. But if you were to open it while you were traveling on the highway, you're not going to close it, because kind of the wind would take it. But you got locks in there, so if there was kids in the back seat, they can't unlock it. So it's got all the features like that. Yeah, and they made them, I think, 1971. The suicide doors. Yeah, if you have an old car when you're young, don't sell it, keep it, like I did. like I say, it wasn't worth a lot of money back then. But I put it away, and now I'm having a lot of fun with it. Well, the weight of this car is 4,500 pounds. Yeah. It's got a 390 engine, 315 horsepower.
So that's over 2 tons, just about.
Yep.
2 tons. Wow.
Yep. So, it moves right along for an old car, for a heavy car.
Wow.
Yeah. But it rides like a Cadillac. Got coil springs all around. Yeah.
My name is Mike Florio. I'm from Northampton, Mass. And this is one of my pride and joys. I bought this truck many years ago. It was a diesel at the time, and the motor was bad. So we decided to do a complete resurrection. Frame off, we did a frame off resurrection at Smith Vocational in Northampton. They did all the body work. Everything on this truck, sheet metal wise, except for the roof and the firewall, is brand new. All General Motors products. and I put a big block Chevy in it. It's 502 cubic inches. It maxes out about 550 horsepower. I enjoy bringing it to the shows. Everybody likes it. It's quite a vehicle. I have a lot of fun with it. This truck originally was a diesel, and I had a 350 cubic inch Chevy in it for a while. When we decided to do a complete restoration on the truck, I decided that it was time for a big block. So I looked around and I found a 502 cubic inch, which is the next size up from the 454. It's a 502. It was designed for a boat. It's a marine engine, and I had it completely gone through, completely rebuilt, set up for the street. It goes very good. Many people are surprised by it. I've always wanted to do a truck, and this is it. I have a big block Corvette as well that I bought new, a 73. This is an 83, so same color. So we enjoy going to the cruise nights, and here we are. Thank you. I think that it's the most fantastic hobby, and if you have the room to do it, people should get involved with it and come out to cruise nights like this, and you get to see people from the area. There's some fantastic automobiles here, and you'll learn quite a bit about cars and whatever. I think everyone should get involved with it. I really do. It's quite a thing. It's quite a hobby. It really is. If you're going to do a restoration of a vehicle, that if you have a favorite picked out, that you talk to people that have them, go to shows and find out, because in some cases parts are hard to locate. Some of the older vehicles, it's hard to get parts. It's getting a little bit easier because there's a lot of aftermarket products out there now, but I suggest that you talk to people about it and see what's what. And I'm around. I'm in Northampton. I'm around. I'm easy to find. I'll be very glad to talk to you about any of this.
So thank you so much to the Northampton Open Media YouTube channel for that footage. I always love watching interviews of people talking about their cars and their projects and what they've done to it, whether it's original or it's a project. I mean, how often do you see a marine engine in a truck like that, or a car for that matter? And I think he said something like over 500 horsepower. Truly impressive. So what else do we have on tap for us tonight? Here we're going to take a look now at a 1981 Pontiac Trans Am. Now, who doesn't like a good Trans Am? Smokey and the Bandit and all that. It just harkens back to all of those wonderful memories of those movies. But yeah, this is from our friend Thomas over at MGM Classic Cars. Let's take a look at this 1981 Trans Am.
Hey everyone, Thomas coming to you from MGMClassicCars.com, and today, look what I got. This 1981 Pontiac Trans Am, factory color code 19 Starlight Black with the camel correct interior with T-tops. And very affordable, as you can know and see what these prices are going for on these Bandit cars. It's crazy, or even any Trans Am, especially with T-tops in this color. Since I have the hood up for now, I'm going to share with you the 4.9 original 301 turbo motor, which has air conditioning. It's not hooked up. It's going to need some assistance, which we will go further into when I turn it on in the car and see exactly what is happening. Moving forward, power steering, front power disc brakes as well. Here's your factory code right there, code number 19, which tells you that it's a factory original Starlight Black car. All right, let me just close this hood here. And, all right. There's your infamous gold bird on the hood. So as you guys know, these Trans Ams, obviously, if you didn't know, the front nose is not metal on any of these Trans Ams, and the hood is. So they use two different types of paint, not colors, but two different types of paint to paint the steel and the front nose in a urethane. So this one has no spider cracks in it, and that's what they're known for, is spider cracking. I mean, guys, let's face it, the car's a 1981. It's not perfect. But walking around the car, I just want to show you guys first and foremost the stance of the car. It's an original numbers matching car, factory wheels, front power disc, like I mentioned, correct exhaust, correct decals all around. The glass on the car is in good condition with all the trim. It is a T-top car. Okay. Back out. Let's check out the passenger side. So I'm going to move in a little bit closer on the paint and show you guys any imperfections. We'll start with the nose, which on these Trans Ams is the worst part of any of the cars. And if they're done correctly, there are no spider cracks or stress cracks. Mostly spider cracks. And this one does not have any. Hood is excellent. And now we're going to start with the driver's side, and I will point out anything that I see that is a problem, crack, or scratch. So here's a little touch-up that has been done there. Okay, and then a little bit by the door here that will need a touch-up. Rockers look great. That's just a reflection off the, off the ground. Dual sport mirrors. Correct decals. There's your see-through T-tops, the infamous T-tops. Door handles look good. Rims are in great condition. 6x9s in the package tray. Glass is good. Moving on to bumper. I mean, the bumper has a few little scuff marks, okay? Not perfect, but it's nice. I mean, really, from 5 feet away, that's what this car is a 5-footer. Looks excellent. Pretty clean underneath here. Stainless steel exhaust. Everything here looks great. I don't see any imperfections. Like I said, I will point them out as I see them. It's all carpeted. Okay, that quarter looks original to me. And let's see this side here. That quarter looks original to me as well. Under the trunklets painted, no stories. All the weather stripping looks good. Good old Trans Am. Okay. Okay. As you can see, RPM tach functions. You got tilt wheel. Okay. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. Lights. Let's see. Horn works. Wipers. Looks like one of them works. So we'll have to need some adjustment on that one. Okay. Let's see. Fuel gauge. It seems to work. It's full. Battery works. I'll check out all the RPM functions. It's got obviously the radial tune suspension. And it looks like the oil pressure is up there at about 60, which is great. And then we'll wait to see if that comes around. I mean, it's it's a stock car. Listen to it. It doesn't sound like a hot rod or anything, but it could be. I mean, if you wanted to add some Flowmaster 4040s or Flowmaster 5050s, that would make this thing sound really good. Put this thing in drive, and here we go. I would love to take the T-tops off, guys, but it just takes too much. I'm by myself here, and I'm getting tired at the end of the day. But you can take those off and put them right in the trunk. Speedo does work as well. Car showing 1,670 miles. That's 101,670 miles.
So who doesn't love a Trans Am? Those things brings back so many memories. I don't know about you, but I sure lusted after those as a teen and have ever since, of course. Now, that particular car, Tom has much more extensive footage of that car. I only have a 5-minute limit that I can use to put these videos up, so I had to edit quite a bit of that out of there. But if you're curious about that car, back this video up a little bit once the podcast is over, find Tom's contact information, and he can get the full video to you with all of the details of that car, as well as any other car that he has in his inventory, because they specialize in collector cars, muscle cars. They always have a good, robust inventory of cars from that era. And if you're shopping for something, give them a call. They're very good company to deal with. So what do we have next here on the agenda? Now, we've got our friend... oh, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. I apologize. This is some footage from an auto show in coastal Virginia not so long ago. And this comes from the Dream Goat YouTube channel. Let's take a look at that footage. So there you have it. Clearly a good time was had by all at that car show. And I thank the DreamgoatInc YouTube channel so much for that footage. Now, question for you, and because I love those GTOs, especially from the mid-'60s, but I'm not expert enough to know which year was which, because there was some fine-tuning with the styling. Like, look at the one you see on the screen there. I think that was a couple of years earlier. So what are you thinking it was the year of that red GTO that we kept seeing there? I know it's going to be somewhere between 65 and 67, 65, 66 in there, but I don't know exactly. I'm wondering who watching this might know. If you know, leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to know if anyone can tell us with authority exactly what year that GTO was. So what else do we have here? We've got some footage sent to us by our friend Salvatore Mangiafreno. If you were watching last week, he had, or 2 weeks ago, I think it was, he had some amazing footage of a 67 Oldsmobile Toronado. And we're about to view some footage he sent us of a 73 Buick Riviera G5 boat tail. Now, I think this is Buick's version of the same car, just a few years newer. But nonetheless, the lines on this thing are absolutely incredible. So prepare to be impressed with this car. Have a look. What a gorgeous car. There's no angle that you can look at that from where it looks bad. It just looks beautiful from every angle. And the note of that engine is just as beautiful as well. That just sounds so good. So what do we have next here? We have some footage that I took in April. This is some footage of a 1986 customized Pontiac Fiero. This is at a car show I went to in Littleton, New Hampshire back in April. And this is put on by the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. These guys put on amazing shows all throughout the summer. And if you're curious about them, just search for the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club on Facebook, and you can find a schedule of their events. They're very much worth going to. If you're in the Northeast, make a point of going to their shows. They're second to none. And at the beginning of this video, I'm going to pop a graphic of how to reach them. So let's take a look.
How's it going?
Good, nice to meet you.
This is my second wife.
Nice.
1986 Pontiac Fiero GT. Completely modified. Suspension, wheels, area. Nothing factory about it.
Nice. That's amazing. So mid-engine, you'll be able to get a V8 in there?
Oh yeah. LS4.
Really? Yes.
They were front and drive, and they had V8 in them. So this car and take that engine. Of course, you got a cradle. You got a
That's amazing. That'll get up and go. Yeah, totally.
Just under 400 horse. I'm going to be
Over 400 in a little car like that. Yeah. I hear that. Well, cool. I'm going to take a little look at this if you don't mind. If there's anything you want to talk up, any details as I'm going by.
Yeah, I think the interior is all done.
All right, yeah, let me.
Most Fieros, they only come in 2 colors from the factory: the saddle, which is like brown, and the gray. But it's all completely redone. It's all black, as you can see. The seats are done. Custom stereo system. They didn't come like that back in '86.
Oh, look at that woofer.
Yeah,
wow.
it's all custom.
That's serious.
My buddy actually built the box too. It's all wrapped in leather.
Nice.
It's got, it's pretty loud. And she's a beaut.
She is. Beautiful color, beautiful wheels.
But I don't care. I love it.
Nice.
When I was 8, my wife was 17, 18. I had one of these, not nice like this, but I had a black one. This is my wife right here.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
So it was black and gray. This coincidentally used to be black and gray.
Nice.
So it's a special place in my heart. Why I like the Fiero so much.
Beautiful. And this is the second generation where they had the more of a slanting hatch line.
This is a fastback.
Fastback, yes.
There's different models. So I've always loved the fastback.
Me too, yeah.
Always. Look at the non-track. They got the formulas. I love this side.
Beautiful. And then under the hood, we've got
the factory V6.
Nice.
The only thing I haven't
Okay
done
to,
yet. Yeah. I got all the amps back here.
oh yeah, all your amps for the stereo.
Yeah. It's all
Nice.
battery.
Nice. There we go.
This is the book about the car. Shows everything. What it looked like before. There it is.
Yeah.
Black and gray.
Get right up
The
on.
car was complete. It was a 2-year build, completely stripped down to nothing. That's the interior. That's the whole front end completely gone.
Wow.
It was a 2-year build.
Yeah.
Like with all the stuffs.
Yeah.
Mess. Each panel was taken off. I mean, the paint was done right.
So no detail was overlooked.
No.
That's amazing. There we go. It's coming along.
It's getting close. Almost at the end there. Come on.
Yeah.
Primer.
Okay. Yeah.
There it comes now. We're starting to see the orange. This is actually the back of the car. Those where the wheels are on it. You can see the wheels I got on now much better.
Yeah. Yeah, the wheels you have it on it now really set it off. Yeah.
Almost there. You can bump it up a little bit. You can see closely there. It's got like an orange gold in it.
Yep.
That's it's almost like a flip flop, but it isn't. Now we're starting to see the full effect of it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The difference in the wheels. That's it.
Oh
Completely right
yeah,
there.
that's nice. I like the tips too.
Yep.
That really sets it off.
Yeah, it's got a custom bowler exhaust in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Wonderful. Very cool, man. This is nice. Live viewers. Cool. Nice to see you. Cool. We got cars out back here too. Cool deal. Well, yeah. You want to say hi again? Here, go ahead. Hi. Nice to meet you. Cool. Well, good deal. Yeah, it was really nice meeting you. I appreciate your time. Yeah, you too, man. Good meeting you.
Yeah, that was a really impressive Fiero. Yeah, I'd like to catch up with him again at one of these shows once he's got that V8 slid in there into that little mid-engine car. I'd really like to see that. And the other thing that impressed me is that he had that book printed up that showed all of the different steps and phases of that project. That is always really nice to see, and that's a great memento for him to have all the years that he owns that car. And should he ever sell it, that could possibly go with the car, and he can maybe print a second copy to keep as a memento for himself, and another copy to go with the car for the new owner. That I'm sure a new owner would really appreciate that, especially as he's showing it to his friends and so forth. So cool. Yeah, really cool footage. What have we got next? We've got a El Camino from 1972, and this is for sale. This is from our friend Dirk over at B&B Auto Sales. Let's have a look.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales, and today we're going to show you our 72 Chevy El Camino SS. Nice driving car, really runs out good. You also have a video of driving it. From what I can tell, this is a real SS. I don't have a build sheet, but it does have the hood pins, it does have the SS striping, and has the SS dash. So Said mechanically, car's in good shape, good solid car. Got a few paint issues I'll show you here. Maybe a little fading up on the roof there, you can see. The doors all look pretty good. Interior shows a little wear on the bottom of the seats. Appears to probably be original. It has had a power window conversion, so it does have power windows. There you can see the correct SS dash. Fuel gauge work, tax works, temp gauge works. We got the heater fan right now, I know doesn't work. Stereo system works. Dash pad's in good shape. Dome light works. There's the headliner. It's all good. Got the 3-point seat belts in it. Speaker system in back. Spare tires right here. Probably the only issue the car has is some cracking, some of the paint, an older paint job. See along there. A little bubbling down here. That's on both sides. That's about the only spots I found. Paint cracking back here. So like I said, a repaint would be an easy repaint and make this a super nice car. There's that worst spot on the whole car as far as bubbling, you can see right there. Got good tires, wheels. The doors in good shape here and the fenders. It's mainly the body part of it here. If you wanted to just redo the red from the, like I said, the body, it's fading up here and back, you could get by with that. So nice car. Like I said, I have video of it driving and running also. So you have any questions, give me a call. 605-695-7391.
Yeah, that is one sweet El Camino right there. I always like the stance of an El Camino. So if you're curious about that car, just reach out to Dirk over at B&B. Just back this video up a little bit when this podcast is finished and get his contact information. You can also find his contact information down in the comments in the details of this video. And he always has a good selection of muscle cars in stock. So if that was not what you had in mind for a muscle car, he might possibly have something that you would be interested in. Give him a call and see what he's got. He'll be happy to help you. Pardon me. And I have to apologize. I'm just getting over a cold, and I managed to pass it on to my girlfriend, and we were both struggling with the tickle in the throat and the congestion and the sniffles and the whole thing this week. But the show must go on. Now, before we continue, just a few quick announcements. If you look in the description, you're going to find links to some free places where you can view and post cars and trucks for sale. You can view and post all you like, and I encourage you to do so. Also, if you're curious about advertising on this podcast, call the number on your screen. There's a number of ways that we can help you. In fact, if I call your attention to the rotating banner at the top of the screen, pardon me, we can add a banner for your business to that rotation for a very reasonable price. Lastly, I'm going to keep this quick because, like I said, I've got a cold and my throat just can't handle a whole lot of talking. These are the video guidelines. If you're thinking about sending me some video, it's real easy. Just keep it clean and hold the camera horizontally for a wide shot because it's very difficult for me to edit vertical footage. Also, keep it under 5 minutes. The rest, I'll just let you pause the video to look at those details. Any questions, just send me an email. In fact, let me pop my email address on the screen. If you need to reach me, this email address is the way to do it. And I thank you in advance for any footage that you could happen to get over to me. I would really appreciate that. And that's what makes this so much fun, is that it's a way for all of us to see what's happening in the muscle car hobby. When we're all sharing video footage, it's just a great way to have our finger on the pulse of the hobby. All right, so lastly but not least, we've got some footage. This is some other footage that I got just last month, a little over a month ago, in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, at a cruise night by our friends Beach Hill Automotive and the Above the Notch Car Club. At the end of the clip I'm going to show you, I'll pop some graphics so you can see what these guys are about. Let's take a look right now at this footage.
How you doing? Good, nice bat.
Thank you.
What year is it?
74.
74, nice. How you doing? Nice Bonneville.
Thank you. It's a Parisienne.
Nice. Is that the one that was made in Quebec or for Quebec? Is that
They made them in Canada, but technically you're right. It's a Bonneville.
Nice.
Thank you.
Do you feel like talking it up? We're doing this for Facebook and YouTube. Do you feel like talking up the car?
Well, I got it from Walt over there. Drove in with that orange car you just see.
Yeah.
It come from northern Vermont near the Canadian border. It's in real good shape. It's got about 32,000 miles on it. It still gets to me though. The speedometer is in kilometers instead of miles. But I picked it up a few months ago.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it very much.
Good for you. Good. Yeah. When I was in high school, my girlfriend's father had a 4-door version just like that, same color and everything.
Yeah.
Brings back memories.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. Very cool. Now, did you buy this because you have good memories of these back in the day, or?
Yes. When I was younger, I started off. I had a '66 Star Chief, and then I went to a '70 Pontiac Catalina after that. So I've had a couple of earlier Pontiacs through my life.
Nice. So pretty loyal to Pontiac?
Yeah.
Good.
I like Pontiacs. I've had a lot of Chevys.
Sure.
You know how kids are. We go through them fast.
Absolutely. Well, cool. Well, good. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Let me get some shots of the interior.
57 Chevy. You can do this when you get done with that.
How you guys doing? Good. What year is this?
93.
93, wonderful. I'm doing video for Facebook and YouTube. Do you feel like talking it up?
My name is John Belmore. I live in Bethlehem. I've had this car for 2 years? 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Yep. Haven't done much to it. Just polished it up. That's about it.
Nice. Is it fun to drive?
Yeah, it's a little heavy on the front end. It's got that big V8 in it. So
Sure.
It's kind of hard. Yeah, getting in it. I'm 70 years old. So
I hear that, yeah.
My wife, Rita.
Hey, Rita. Cool deal.
Quite a few cars here.
Yeah, nice turnout. Definitely. It's pretty fast?
Yeah,
Good.
fast enough.
Fast enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's plenty fast, yeah. Cool deal. Well, yeah, nice meeting you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm going to get a few angles of it here. So that was footage from a cruise night in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, a little over a month ago. Now, they're having another one tomorrow night, Thursday, the
29th of July, Bethlehem, New Hampshire. If you're going east on 302 out of Bethlehem, you can't miss it. It's right there on the right if you're going east. Pardon me, as I said, I'm just getting over a cold, still got a tickle in the throat. But this is a cruise night that I try to go to as often as I can, and I'm planning to go tomorrow night. I hope you might join us. It's an awful lot of fun. There's always some great cars there. Now, this cruise night is put on by the nice folks over at the Above the Notch Car Club. This is a car club for automotive enthusiasts. All makes and models are welcome. Their email address is there on the screen. They've also got a Facebook page, and you can join the club and be on their email list for updates on events and happenings and that sort of thing. Now, this event is also put on by the nice folks at Beach Hill Automotive. In fact, it is on their property. Beach Hill Automotive, the actual repair shop, is just across the street from that meadow where you saw those cars. And they own the property on both sides of the street, and they're the ones that put this on. And they do automotive repair, service, towing. They also do maintenance, service, and restorations of muscle cars and other collectible historic cars of all what am I trying to say? Of all time periods through the years, not just muscle cars. But yeah, that is pretty much it for tonight. I'm going to retire for the evening, but I thank you so much for joining us. One last announcement. I'm going to be traveling the next couple of weeks, so in this time slot, I'll be airing reruns. So I'm committed to doing something in this time slot every single week. Even if I can't do something live, I'll be airing a rerun, so there's something here waiting for you. The good news is that while I'm traveling, I'm hoping to attend a couple of car shows, cruise nights, that sort of thing, hoping to get some footage and interviews at those shows, so that on the other side, when I do come back and start doing these live again, that I'll have some new footage for you. And the other thing too, I wanted to thank all of the nice people who've been sending me footage. This is starting to catch on. The ball is starting to roll, and it's just getting so much more fun the more we do this, because people are participating and sending footage. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a great way. This podcast, the Show and Tell podcast, is a great way to hold a mirror up to the muscle car hobby so that we can all see what's going on in the hobby. So please do send me some footage. Let me pop that email address on the screen one more time. This is how to reach out to me. If you're not sure how to send the footage, there are a number of ways to do it. There's links in the description on as far as how to attach a video file using Dropbox or Google Drive. And if that's not working, there are other options as well. But please think about sending some footage. It's okay for the car to be for sale. It can even be footage from a dealer. As you see, we have friends that come on here with footage every week, and they're dealers. And it's all great. All right, guys, that is it for the night. Thank you so much for viewing, and we will catch you again on the 18th. But as I promised, I'll have something in this time slot for you every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have some reruns. So if you maybe have not seen us in the past, you can see some earlier episodes. And with that, I thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you on the other side.